Just waiting for everything to go live. All right, we are live for my second Schmoedown reaction of the day. This is actually today's match. It just dropped on Collider about an hour ago, whatever. Round 2 in the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament rolls on. We've got Wolves of Steel, which is Classy Clark Wolf, going up against, partnering with Mark Riley, going up against my friends and fellow reactors, Rob and Vanessa from Late to the Party. As far as hashtag who I've got, it's gotta be Late to the Party. Gotta support my friends. I think they could possibly go all the way. That would be fantastic. This is gonna be a good match, though. There's a lot of mutual respect between both. And I think this could be one of the better matches that we see. There's no clear-cut favorite in my mind. Obviously, my heart says Late to the Party. I think my brain is going with them as well. But I don't think it's going to be too easy. And honestly, it could go either way. I'm excited. Let's get to this. Grab your whiteboard. It's time to Schmoedown.
In the movie Demolition Man, what items have replaced toilet paper?
3 shells.
3 shells.
He doesn't know how to use the seashells.
And your winner, Late to the Party!
Rather go against Wolves of Steel, who you know are very strong competitors, or face the unknown.
I've given this a lot of thought before we came into this. I was like thinking if we did win, who I would want. To be fair, I would want to go up against Wolves of Steel because Wolves of Steel are like one of my favorite teams in the match.
I would love to go against Riley and Clark, honestly, just because they are our heroes. So going up against your heroes, there's no better story than for fans that came from Tucson, Arizona to face the former champ and Rookie of the Year in the Schmoedown.
Hey, Ike Alvarez joining me in the chat room. Thank you so much. And thank you for becoming a Patreon of mine, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And Mark Riley, a former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion here in our midst, who said you were going to retire. You were just going to see this through with Clark to the end of this tournament. Man, out there it looked like you didn't miss a beat. You're still as strong as ever. So are you? What made you decide to come back?
Her. She's awesome. She's the classy one. She deserves a belt. If we can run the table on this thing, get her a belt, that's great. Then my job is done. But, you know, I'm a competitor too. One more run, get another shiny belt, another notch on the shoulder. Hell yeah. We want that.
I agree. I want it. I want that belt. When we lost to the Patriots, I was very sad, and I'm coming for it.
You guys are going to be facing Late to the Party,
yeah.
A crew that drives in here from Arizona. They're fans of the Schmoedown. They do reaction videos, and they are damn good competitors.
They are super good. I watch their reaction videos when they play along, and some of the stuff that they get, I'm shocked. And it's easy for us to sit at home and go, or it's easiest for to look at people who sit at home and play, and you go, yeah, but when you're under the lights. But when they were under the lights, they were great. So it's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, they're really good. I'm impressed by those guys. I'm fans of theirs, and I'm glad they came in. I mean, they came in, and they defeated whatever those other guys' names were. And good on them for doing that. I'm happy that they did it because they deserve the win. They know their stuff. This is going to be a tough match.
Absolutely.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Division. It is
Team
round
tournament
2
rolls on.
here underway. I'm Christian Harloff.
I'm Ken Epsock, the only one to wear a jacket to this big event today.
Now, see, I didn't need to do it. I was going to be cool, calm, and relaxed.
You do look cool today.
Today, I'm going to be relaxed. I'll tell you why. Because this is a really fun match for me for a lot of different reasons. I've got two teams in here that I've just watched grow in very different ways. You have the Wolves of Steel, which if you go back a year and a half ago when they formed during the decision, you had Rookie of the Year potential. Clark Wolf ultimately would go to win that award, and Mark Riley, who at the time was the reigning champion. And they had their first match out the gate didn't go very well. Then they had a really good run, just lost to the Patriots, and then of course just won their first round. Mark Riley's on the verge of retiring. One more match he loses, he is done. But Clark Wolf has asked him to come back. Clark is on that victory. Clark wants that title. But the late to the party kids, to fans who were just kind of reacting, watching the Schmoedown, just as hardcore fans as you can find out there. And I just watched them play and said, not only are they good, they're good on the mic, they know the game. And they came in here, they almost beat Team Action, and then they knocked out Critically Acclaimed, and in doing so, pretty much destroyed everyone's bracket who submitted one.
I absolutely think you're right. Now, the story that you're pitching for Wolves of Steel sounds like a Lethal Weapon pitch. You got the guy on the ready to retire. You got the young buck wants this one final run here, and I have to wonder what Mark Riley is going to show up. Is this a Riley with 1 foot out, or is this Riley with 2 feet in? That's the question.
Well, that's
Wolves.
a good question, because we've seen different versions of Riley. We saw the just dominant one that won the 2014 tournament and then defended the title, and then he goes and he wins the title against Roca. But we've seen a free-for-all Mark Riley, a collision Mark Riley, where his head has been maybe not into it. We've seen the same thing with Clark Wolf. However, recently they have not shown that. Clark Wolf has been a different Clark Wolf for the last 3 or 4 months. She's approaching this game very differently. I think the experience is happening. So I think that the fact that Late to the Party is now playing their heroes, because this is like their favorite team that they're playing now. That's interesting too.
Yeah, when you meet your heroes, like when I met you, that could sometimes go wrong. But
I wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah, you wouldn't talk to me. That's a fact. Room 5, Hollywood, California. But
it's the improv.
It was the improv. But Late to the Party. Here's the thing. They know in their hearts they belong, and I wonder at what point, Christian, does the pressure to convince everyone else continue to grow? Do they this desire to no longer be fans but be considered as part of this, you know what I mean?
Why not be both?
Why not be both is right. Hey, look, I'm a fan, you're a fan, but can they shake this? I wonder if that starts to be a separate pressure outside of the pressure of just the game.
Well, we're going to find out if they're going to be starstruck or if they're just going to come in and play the best that they can in just a minute. But they also had a lot of words very nice to say about Wolves of Steel, and the Wolves had some nice things too. Here you go.
Hello there. I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
We are late to the party, and holy hell.
What happened?
We broke the brackets, apparently. That was not expected. I mean, yeah, sure, we expected it. No, guys, we had no clue that would go down the way it did in any way, shape, or form.
But it went down that way, and now we're here.
And we are here for sure.
So, Clark, we've played our fair share of not nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. However, Mark, these people are not like that. These people that we are playing today are awesome.
Yeah.
They are lovely.
Late to the party. We've watched their stuff. I'm a fan.
Absolutely. I am a fan as well.
And I'm a huge fan at taking out Bibiani and that other guy. That they came in, they were the heir apparent, and bye-bye. And that's Schmoedown.
Mark Riley, I hunted him down in front of Star Tours at Disneyland before all of this.
I mean, even when the decision happened and Clark Wolf said no to JTE and Mark Riley came walking out through those curtains, I was like, oh, I'm so excited.
There's part of me that actually wants them to win because it's like a lovely little Cinderella story.
Yeah.
But then there's the other part of me that wants to win.
Yeah, there's that part of me too because, like I said, I'm done after.
Hey, Adam from Almost Sideways in the chat room.
But
Yo,
I'm here because
too.
I want to get you a belt.
in about 5 hours or so, man.
Unfortunately, it sucks that we are the ones that have to put him out to pasture. But
that's why I'm doing this
Schmoedown
reaction now, so I can do this, eat dinner, watch some football, and then float.
Welcome back to sunny California. We're so glad that you're here, and I'm so sorry that we're gonna have to beat you after you drove all that way.
Yeah, I like you guys a lot, but here we are. We've been around a long time, and the thing that we don't like doing is losing. So unfortunately, you're going to have to go home.
But good match.
Good match.
What I really found interesting about that, yes, there were nice words, but they both said the same thing. Robert pretty much saying, we love you, Riley, but we're going to retire you. And where Riley was saying, enjoy your drive on the way home because you're not going to have to come back again. So that is, I mean, I think that both of them, even Clark Wolf, like I said beforehand, she is determined. Yeah. She wants to win. She's going to be in that singles tournament. She's in this tournament. She's not just rookie year. She is by far, if you put up the Hall of Fame, Clark Wolf is in the top 5 best players of the game. So this is going to be something to see. Fantastic. 2 of the best players of all time playing against late to the party.
Absolutely. Like I said, what Riley shows up, is it the Riley who had a nap, or is the Riley that is yawning and ready to walk away?
Well, we're going to find out.
I think that's the biggest question of the game.
All right, well, let's go ahead and check out the tail of the tape. Kenneth Natsiak, what do you got?
Well, that name was too close to an offensive term, but I'm going to take it. Wolves of Steel, we know their strengths are horror, sci-fi, and scores and soundtracks, which is something that not a lot of people consider a strength, but with Mark Riley's musically in-tuned brain, it is a strength there. Late to the party, they got a lot of strengths. They got great entrances. They're good at dancing. Disney movie, 90s movies, and upsetting the titans of the game.
Thank you, Stalin. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Second round of the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Division. Introducing first. Representing Reactors Everywhere. Woo! With a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. Robert and Vanessa, late to the party! Look at that, they got the Busters. What kind of
Bracket
Busters
Buster
outfit? Oh, wait, I
costumes.
think I know what this is.
Gotta love it.
This is a busting outfit. Oh, the critically acclaimed. It is a Bracket Busters. Look at the Bracket Busters coming out. I like the confidence on the kids.
Yeah, they upset a lot of people's brackets, like you said, Christian. And I don't think they care. They want to continue to break brackets.
Look, both you and I had critically acclaimed winning this whole thing, and that's
and I was competing in the tournament.
Yeah, so that is definitely on the table. We've got 2 strong competitors here now waiting against their opponents with a record of 4 wins, 2 defeats. Give it up for Mark, Yodi, Riley, and Classy Clark Wolf, the Wolves of Steel. Still doing a nice little funky dance. This is the funky dance. They're not going all out. It's just, this is reminiscent of their old. Is this the old?
Leather.
Wow, this is classic.
Leather,
this is classic
and
Wolves of Steel.
shirts.
Yeah, they're going. This is what they did when they first debuted. And you see they're shaking hands, and this is just a nice thing. It's like they're kissing babies.
Yeah, kissing babies indeed. Nice handshake.
Yeah.
You know, Mark used to charge $10 for that handshake opportunity at conventions, but
he made
Robert gets it for free.
Well, he knew
20 now.
At one time at one of these parks, he knew that Robert was looking for him, and he just dodged and ducked and waited for him to come find him. Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right.
All right. Ooh. All right, so round number 1.
Snazzy.
Round number 1 is going to work like this.
Round
8
1.
questions worth 1 point apiece. The competitors will write their answer down on the board. When it's time to reveal it, they will show it to the camera and say it at the same time. And remember, you have 15 seconds to answer. Do not forget about the JTE rule and the challenge rule. If you need those rules to be elaborated on, please ask. Okay, Wolves of Steel, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Late to the party, are you ready?
I'm so excited, but yes.
I'm ready.
Then let's
get ready to Schmoedown.
Here we go. Okay,
All
guys,
right.
in the category of animated films, what Rocky Horror Picture Show alum also provides the voice for the evil Hexus in Fern Gully, the last rainforest?
Are you looking forward to Avatar 2?
Not after comments made recently.
No.
All right, 5,
I don't
4,
think this
3,
is right,
2,
but I'm going
1.
with Tim
Yodi.
Curry.
Tim Curry.
That's correct. Vanessa.
Oh,
Tim Curry.
That is correct.
I
Clark.
misheard the questions. I said Susan Sarandon.
All right, and Robert.
Tim Curry.
That is
Curry,
correct.
early
All
lead.
right, so we got 2-1, late to the party, taking a quick lead here. All right, Ken.
All right, category 2, coming of age.
All
Who
right.
played Andrew Clark, the jock, in The Breakfast Club?
Oh.
We play a jock.
No. I was pretty
I just
bad
saw
at
this
school.
movie
That's
like
not true.
6
I've
months
seen
ago.
it.
I should
Oh,
know
yeah,
this.
You're a filthy liar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Vanessa.
Emilio
That's
Estevez.
correct. Clark.
Emilio.
Correct. Robert.
Struggled so much. John Hurd.
All
Incorrect.
right, and Mark Riley.
Emilio Estevez.
That is
All
correct.
right.
All right, so then the Wolves now
Tie
tying it
game.
up here with Robert's miss. Now it is tie game 3-3. Next question, dramas. In what romantic drama does Mel Gibson play a pilot from the 1930s who is frozen in a cryogenics test and awakens in 1992? Cryogenics.
I'd like to go to sleep for
I
like
can picture the cover art.
I'd be all right.
I think that you've been asleep for at least 3.
At least that.
At least.
You met me mid-nap.
All right, 5,
Oh my God. I'm
4,
drawing a blank.
3, 2, 1. Clark.
Forever Young.
That is correct. Robert.
It's the dead guy, Forever Young.
That's correct. Mark.
Forever Young.
That's correct. And Vanessa.
That one movie.
Oh, Vanessa misses. All right.
Okay,
So
swing
now
miss.
Mark Riley
I
is the
can
only one
picture
who's
the
been
cover
perfect
art.
so far
I just
now. 5-4.
do not.
Perfect
always
to me,
perfect.
always.
Five,
Right?
four.
Yeah,
Hey,
perfect to us.
Hey, thank you, thank you. Hey,
Here
hey,
we
everyone.
go.
Thanks.
Practic-
All right.
practically
Hey,
Don't get
appreciate
excited.
that.
We're only 4 questions in.
All
All
right.
right, here we go. Next question.
Fourth
Next
question category is fantasy sci-fi.
Wait, I just want to wait for the groan in the audience for this one. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Audience, stand by to grow. Category fantasy sci-fi. Who played Jyn Erso in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
Thank you. Thank you.
What is your name?
I enjoyed both of that movie.
Yeah, you loved it when you first.
I did love it when
Oh
I
my
first-
God.
4.
My poster is right over there, but I can't look.
Can you repeat the question?
Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good use by Jeff.
Buy me more time.
Who played Jyn Erso in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
Yes.
5,
Oh my God.
4,
Can't believe it took me that
3,
long to come up with it. Felicity Jones.
1. Pens down, please. And Robert.
Christ.
I blanked.
Wow.
Wait.
Mark
Oh,
Riley.
Robert
Felicity
Blank.
Jones.
That's correct. Vanessa.
I blanked too.
Wow. Clark Wolf.
Oh
Felicity
my.
Jones.
Whoa.
Robin
Shocking.
Vanessa, you're
They're
killing me
they are
here.
7-4, late to the party.
Well, I mean-
maybe the
Oh
stress
my-
getting to him there.
I like the ending of that movie,
All right.
Where
Here we
they all
go.
die. Me
where
too.
she's dead.
All right,
Spoilers.
next question here. Action adventure. Who played thief Simon Templar in 1997's The Saint?
You know, they're
Val Kilmer?
were as expressionless as Felicity Jones in most of that movie.
Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Riley.
Val Kilmer.
That is correct. Vanessa.
Kevin Costner.
Okay.
Clark.
Val Kilmer's turtlenecks.
All right, and Robert.
Val Kilmer.
There
All
you
right.
go. All right, so 9-5. Robert getting there too, but the Wolves are taking a nice little lead here. It's
Yeah.
9-5
that,
now.
That was an important answer for late to the
That was
party.
big
there,
for Robert,
All
yeah.
right. Question 6. Category is Oscars. For what film has Natalie Portman won an Oscar?
She did not look Oscar in the eyes.
No.
She doesn't like me.
No.
Black Swan.
I don't know if that's true.
That's just salacious rumors. That's probably fact.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vanessa.
Black Swan.
That is correct.
Correct.
Clark.
Black Swan.
Correct. Robert.
Black Swan.
And Yodi.
Black Swan.
Wow. Yodi here is 6 for 6.
Yodi had a nap.
All right, here we go. Next
I
one.
did have a nap.
Horror/thriller. Who plays the father and husband, George Lutz, in the 2005 remake of the Amityville Horror?
Oh. I don't know.
That's one that I never saw.
Yeah, I would have no idea.
I don't.
I'd get up and walk
I would
off.
know it because I don't want to see it though. 5, 4, 3,
I don't know.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Clark Wolf.
I'm mad y'all didn't ask in the original, but it's Ryan Reynolds.
That is correct. Robert.
Sure.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's correct.
Correct.
Yodi.
If you say so.
Ryan Reynolds.
Wow. And Vanessa.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yodi here. So Yodi's
correct.
going for a perfect
Again,
game.
I'm not a
Yodi's
horror
looking
fan,
to join the club
but
here.
I am seeing
if he
it
gets the
tonight
next
in
question
Oh,
right.
about
they're 8.
Category
4.5
8 is
hours.
comedies. Can we get a medical response in the corner there?
Cops. He's got a great
All right.
yell. He's got a great yell, bad cough.
All right. Category is comedies.
All right.
Name both of the two
Oh,
co-leads in Dude, Where's My Car?
The The two male leads. The two male leads. Male leads.
Yep, I heard Cobster scream there. I can pick a scream out of a crowd.
It's got a great scream.
Be a good safety
5,
scream.
4, 3, 2, 1. Robert.
Ashton Kutcher and Sean William Scott.
That is correct. Yodi.
Ashton Kutcher, Sean William Scott.
I ran out of time. I had it.
Vanessa.
Ashton Kutcher and Sean William Scott.
And Clark.
Ashton Kutcher, Sean William Scott.
Mark, Yodi Riley has a perfect
I ran out of time.
What a perfect round. What a perfect round.
Perfect
so
round for
how it
Riley,
works. Mark
though.
Yodi Riley
Nice
is the
job.
only one here that will get a bonus question. If he does, he'll join that elite crew that Robert actually is a part of as well. It is the bonus question here for 1 point to go up 16-11. Yodi, bonus question. What is the name of Martin Riggs' dog in the Lethal Weapon franchise?
No.
Can he get it? He's a dog person.
He will have, yes, he is.
He's a dog
He'll
person.
have earned the bonus question if he gets this.
And 5.
Sam?
That is correct.
I did not. For the fan reaction league, I went 5 out of 8, 5 out of 9.
16-11. What a round by the former two-time singles champion.
A little bit better than
And we are now
first game
going
today.
into round number 2. Works like this.
Round
The
2.
contestants will spin the dreaded wheel. If
The
it
wheel of
lands
death.
on opponent's choice, they have to stay on whatever their opponents choose for them. However, if it lands on a category they don't like the first time, they can spin again. 6 questions, 2 points apiece, 1 point if it goes to multiple choice, 15 seconds to answer the questions. So, Wolves of Steel, you guys have a 5-point lead here. Would you like to go first or second?
Go first.
Gonna go for it. All right, here we go, guys.
Right.
Big spin.
All right.
Clark knows how to
Spin
spin,
is in.
Christian. She's been around this.
Stay away from
Six
horror,
questions.
please.
Come on,
Uh-oh.
wheel.
Pass it.
Fantasy sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Okay, we're gonna spin
We're
again.
gonna spin again?
Spin again, which
All right.
is interesting because
Interesting
one of
choice.
Riley's strengths, but you never know. You know.
But Riley's always been there. They work as a team. That's why
Yeah.
they're so good.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
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 Oh.
Just
Come on.
avoids,
That was so
just
close.
avoids spinner's choice. Lands on comic book movies. This could be good though because this is
Right.
the strength of late to the party. If they can clean up here, we'll see. All right, I'll do it.
All right.
All right, guys, here we go. In the category of comic book movies, who directed 2013's The Wolverine?
Oh, that was
James Mangold.
2 points.
Yeah.
2 points.
2 points. All right, question number 2, guys. Who played the bumbling computer genius Gus Gorman
Richard Pryor.
in Superman 3?
Richard Pryor.
2 points. All right.
I was just talking about Superman 3 backstage.
Oh, there you go. All right, so next one.
Yeah.
Why?
So many reasons.
All right, here we go. Tony Stark mistakes Stan Lee for what real-life person in the first Iron Man?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Hefner.
2 points. Wow, look at the team playing here. All right, here we go. Question 4. Who played Dr. Kurt Connors, a.k.a. the Lizard, in The Amazing Spider-Man? Five,
Oh, yeah.
4,
Yeah.
3,
Reese Ifans.
2 points. Wow, they really worked it together to get that. Wow. And 2 more questions, guys. In Iron Man 3, what was the name of the organization that was established by the villainous Aldrich Killian?
But multiple choice.
A, Hydra. B, Sword. C, Smash. D, AIM.
AIM.
1 point.
1 point.
Wow, what a round here by the Wolves of Steel. This is pretty tough. All right, here we go, guys. So, in your next one, in 2013's Man of Steel,
My favorite.
General Zod attempts to terraform the Earth into a new Krypton by deploying world engines to Metropolis and what body of water?
The Pacific?
Indian Ocean.
2 points. 27 to 11. Okay, so now late to the party is up. They need a big round
Oh,
here.
come on, guys.
27-11. That might be the most points ever scored in the second round. All right, here we go, guys. Late to the party. Are you ready to go?
Weird.
All right, here we go. Give it a good spin.
Come on.
That's a good spin.
We'll take that spin
We'll
from
take the
Vanessa. This is an important spin, Christian. Sports movies.
Go again.
Robert's getting up.
Go again.
All right, here we go.
Goes the other way.
Float it.
Backwards and
In heels.
Leonardo DiCaprio movie. That is
DiCaprio.
the strength of Vanessa. She's pretty excited there. All right, so we are now going to take Leonardo DiCaprio movies. So late to the party, trying to get back into this game. They are in
Man,
desperate
this is going to
need
be
get
tough
some
for them.
pressure.
Come on,
right.
guys.
6 questions coming in, guys. First question. In what film did Leonardo play a character called Frank Abagnale Jr.?
Abagnale.
Abagnale.
Catch me if you can.
That's right.
There you go. You correct?
He
Does he lose points for that?
he should gain one.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
All right. Who plays fisherman Solomon Vandy in Blood Diamond?
Multiple choice, please.
A. Jaimin Hunsu. B. All right, that's it.
We just didn't know how to pronounce it.
All right, okay. There's all right.
All right, question 3. Who played Captain George Ellerby in The Departed?
Five, 4.
Michael Sheen.
It's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Alec Baldwin.
2
That's
points.
correct. 2 point steal.
Wow.
That's right.
Big steal there by the Wolves of Steel.
Question 4. What historical figure is portrayed by Josh Lucas in J. Edgar?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
A. John F. Kennedy. B. Robert F. Kennedy. C. Joseph McCarthy. D. Charles Lindbergh.
I don't know.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, this is so tough.
2.
John F. Kennedy.
Incorrect.
And your winners by
Wow.
way of knockout, ladies and gentlemen, Mark, Yodi, Riley, and Classy Clark, the Wolves of Steel. The answer was Charles Lindbergh, but because mathematically late to the party, even if they got the next 2 questions on 2 points apiece, they would be mathematically eliminated here. So the Wolves of Steel showing they scored 29 points. Remember, the all-time scoring points in a three-pointer is 31 points, and that's in round 3. Wolves of Steel just scored 29 points in 2 rounds. That is a colossal performance.
huge.
Late to the party just went up against a truck.
Yeah, that is.
Wow.
We asked who's going to show up. I think Mark Riley just slapped me in the face, took a nap, woke up, and dominated again.
That was one of the most dominating performances we have ever seen, and poor Late to the Party had to be a part of that because the Wolves of Steel are no joke. That is something that you do not want to see if you are another team in this league. To score 29 points, for Mark Riley to get those 8 points, Clark to have a nice first round. They both collaborated very well in that comic book category, which is not necessarily a huge strength of Clark's, but she was great in that round. This is a very impressive performance.
Yeah, you know, you have to feel for Late to the Party, but you should also celebrate them and what they've done so far. It might be a long drive back on the 40. There's some fast food restaurants in Needles I love. I can recommend them after the game. I'm sure they know, but they should celebrate, Christian, what they have done so far. They've got a long career.
I still
they
give them
absolutely
major
do. And look,
props.
these are guys. They've played Wolves to Steel. They played Critically Acclaimed. They played Action. So the Late to the Party will have some more matches in this league for sure. But now we're going to talk to Emma Fife, who is standing with the Wolves of Steel and Late to the Party.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with the victorious Wolves of Steel. And holy moly, I must say, we always knew that these guys were some of the strongest competitors in the league. But when did you guys literally become the best team in the game? Because that was incredible.
No, that was getting comic book movies, which is my strength. And then I didn't know actually a couple of them, and that's where she came in. So that was a perfect example of what a team
effort.
Absolutely, and she only missed 1 in the first round.
Yeah. Oh my God, Riley,
So,
you crushed the first round.
I've been wanting to get a straight flush
That was
for a while
amazing.
now. I've been averaging 6, 7, but I'm glad it just landed that way. That's what the Schmoedown is. I don't know.
As you say, it is all about the teamwork. What we've been seeing from the strongest teams in the league here thus far is that it is about the cooperation and playing into each other's strengths, as you say. When you were not sure of an answer, Clark was right there with the answer for you. So, but still, you got to feel pretty good.
I'll feel good if I can get comic book movies next time, too. That'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're glad that it went our way today, but it was, we certainly were nervous going in because, we knew what we were up against, and but we're happy for the win, and I think Riley and I both feel like we want another crack at that belt, so it's just baby steps.
Yeah. Clark Wolf, you may have a belt very soon.
Well, I would like one. So let's hope it keeps going our way. Look, I think, if you think about the matches that Riley and I have not won, it was our first match, which went all the way to the third round, but it was our first time ever playing together as a team, and it was for the belt. I think that we are getting to a place as a team where we are learning each other's strengths and weaknesses, learning how to cover each other's backs, like we were saying. So I'm really glad that as a team we've made it that far, and I think we're ready to keep going.
Absolutely. It's, one question at a time, and what Clark said, I really felt good in that match because I saw her kicking ass over on the other end of the table in the first round, and I felt that those questions landed perfectly for me. And then that comic book spin, that's what the best case scenario is for this team, and we can ride it all out, even through some bad spins, some good spins. We're working together. I'm happy to be here. This is fun.
Well, as someone who was there in the audience, I can definitely say that the synergy going on between this team was palpable, and it is really what got you guys that win in the end. So congratulations to both of you. You're one of my favorite teams in the league. I think you're a lot of people's favorite team in this league, and we hope to see you guys take it all the way. We'll be right back with Late to the Party. And we are back with the defeated Late to the Party. Guys, I have to say, that was a very difficult match for you guys. Though you were knocked out, I don't think that it's any mar on your reputation as competitors, because that really was a best case scenario for Wolves of Steel, and you guys really hung in there.
It was a straight-up ass-kicking, Emma. But all in all, I mean, it does happen. We've seen it happen when we watch the Schmoedowns constantly. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And you know what? It definitely did not work out for us in this one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just honored to be in the same, ring as them. I mean, obviously, that
Hey!
I was wearing this underneath, so I was cheering for them all the way through.
Right, so you're saying you were secretly playing for the other team, Vanessa, is what I'm getting.
We'll say that, I guess. No, they fought hard. We had some slip-ups, quite a few slip-ups. Leo is not as strong as we thought he would be.
I was hoping early Leo.
And that comic book movies, I mean, that was the glistening pie on the piece of the pie on the board.
It was.
And they took it first. So.
They sure did, and they totally ran that category, I have to say. Now, I know that you guys are huge fans of Wolves of Steel, as we see Vanessa is literally representing them underneath her very nice Ghostbusters jumpsuit here. Do you guys think that that had any effect on your performance, knowing that you were playing against a team that you respect and admire so much? Was it a little intimidating, maybe?
A little bit.
Well, partly because, I mean, we binged all the matches. We've seen them already, but we binged them all before we came. We know what they're capable of. They are amazing competitors through and through. So we just knew, depending on the questions, how they were thrown out. We had some slip-ups on our questions, and it just was a perfect mix for them to reign victorious in this match.
Killer.
Yeah, it really was. They definitely more than brought their A game today. I would hazard to say that Wolves of Steel brought their A++ perhaps game today. Well, any final comments before we send you guys driving off into the sunset?
Wolves of Steel, give them hell.
Yeah, take it to the end, win it all. I mean, at least we've got the bracket-busting win. So.
If I did my own bracket, I would have Wolves of Steel going all the way. So
for sure, take it, guys.
Well, I think that your legacy is certainly secure here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Again, my condolences late to the party, but you will be fondly remembered, and I'm sure we will see you back here again someday very soon. Now back to you, Ken and Christian.
As we see, obviously a very an upset late to the party, but they also gave a lot of respect to Wolves of Steel, saying that was just an amazing, amazing performance. I mean, you have to marvel at that, no matter if you're sitting at the table there or here, there in the crowd. That's an impressive 29 points in the second round. Yeah, I mean that's never been done before. So to see that, because you imagine if they would have scored all 10 points, they could have scored 39 points.
Yeah, would have shattered the record.
It would have shattered it. So the Wolves of Steel are back. They are now 5-2. Look out. If you're the Patriots, you got to say, man, the Wolves of Steel are coming up hot there. So that's it. That's everything there in the second round. I know that a lot of people might be a little disappointed here to see the Darlings late to the party get knocked out, but some things happen that way, and when you go up against two competitors like the Wolves of Steel, anything can happen in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Christian, sometimes when you meet your heroes, it doesn't go the way you want, just like when Rocha and I first went to dinner. It was not a good night for me. But I'll tell you what, again, I can't say enough. They should celebrate what they have done so far.
More tournament stuff coming up, guys. We are still into the second round, so make sure you check it out. Who's going to the finals? Who's going to be playing the Patriots for those titles come Schmoedown Spectacular? Go ahead, comment, like. Do the Wolves of Steel have a good chance to play the Patriots again? What do you think? And who should late to the party play next? For Ken Knapsop, I'm Christian Harloff, and where's Josh Makuga?
I feel like when we do these fantasy updates, people want comedy, but they also want facts. And it's really hard to do both, Cody.
How does it make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel torn in pieces. I mean, listen, a match like Wolves of Steel, first late to the party, you would think it would be a super high-scoring affair.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, confused, mostly, because Wolves of Steel came out, guns blazing, and beat them to pulps and KO'd them and didn't even get a chance to score more fantasy points.
How would that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel stupid because a couple matches ago, I had Wolves of Steel being the top fantasy point getter, and now if you have Wolves of Steel in your league, yes, they move on. Yes, they're going to score more points, but they also didn't score as many as they possibly could. And then, late to the party, who I thought was a fantasy darling, just totally dropped the ball, and they're really nice people. They drove all the way from Arizona, and I feel bad, but now I have to make fun of them. I feel totally torn, like Natalie Imbruglia in 1999. I'm totally torn, Cody. I'm totally torn.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
I guess the only thing I can really do at this point is send them to schmoesnow.com, talk to Frank Janisch, Schmoedown Rundown, Inside Schmoedown, somewhere else where the person that's talking fantasy isn't as torn to pieces by the fact that Wolves of Steel has moved on and may well win this entire thing.
I agree.
Okay.
How would that make them feel?
It'd make them feel pretty good, I think, if you have them on your fantasy team. You know, hope they don't knock people out. You got to hope they go the distance. Maybe a playoff run. Maybe a sudden death run where they score those extra points. Thanks for listening to me, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I've been drawing smiley faces this whole time.
All right. Obviously, that did not go the way that I wanted it to. Wolves of Steel just really dominated that game. Riley with the perfect round one, and then spinning comic book movies. I mean, that would have been hard enough to come back from, but then late to the party, spinning Leonardo DiCaprio on the wheel in round two. Yeah, at that point, I knew it was pretty much over, unfortunately. Still, major props to Robin Vanessa for not only doing well and getting to this point, but representing the fans, representing the fellow reactors. You guys have nothing to be ashamed of. That was just a very tough game against some incredible competitors, and unfortunately it didn't go your way. I'm sorry. As far as Wolves of Steel go, I'm glad that they're still in there. After that performance, they may have the chance to go all the way. Again, I didn't fill out a bracket, so I'm not sure which quadrant and which half everybody's in. But I could see Wolves of Steel definitely making a run and put the other teams on notice. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you to Adam from Almost Sideways for being in the chat room. Iker Alvarez, one of my Patreons, one of my youngest fans as well. Thank you for joining in the chat. It's been a blast, guys. I'm going to run, go ahead and eat dinner, watch some football, and then I'm going to see It. It review will be up hopefully by tomorrow night. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, and until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.